Okay, so now everyone, fun time is over, math time starts. All right, so first of all, what we have learned in last 2-3 classes, we primarily focused on learning uh, compound interest. And yesterday, what did we learn? Yes, Sam.
We learned Pythagorean
Pythagorean theorem. Okay. So, as I mentioned in the class yesterday, from February, we will start the second iteration of the entire syllabus for level 2. That means all of you, regardless of whether you're in 6th grade, 7th grade or 8th grade, we will cover the entire syllabus one more time. And I would request you guys to make it more interactive, because all these concepts we have covered to some extent, but when you make it more interactive, at least some of you who have joined later, some of you who don't remember what we have learned, if you keep sharing, if you keep honestly letting me know which part of the concept is clear, which one is not, I can emphasize more on those. Okay, so I would suggest this is probably our last iteration for this school year for you guys. So each and everything that we are going to cover, if I pick up a topic, if there's any doubt with respect to that topic, please don't keep it to yourself. Share with me, saying, okay, fine, this part I've understood, this part I've not understood. So that accordingly we can do a double click on some of the things, try making it simpler, easier for you guys. Okay, so that would be our plan. But from now till end of January, we are randomly picking up some topics and trying to see what we know versus what we don't, so that from February when we start, we have solid 4 months to finish everything that we need to finish in next 4 months. Okay, so today I got a request to pick up inequalities. That's what we will try covering today. Any other topic that you guys think that you are not clear about, or that you would want me to cover before we start our iteration from February the 1st? Any other topic? No? Okay, so think about it. You don't have to rush for giving an answer right away. You can always reach out to me through your parents, send me a WhatsApp message saying, sir, can we pick up these topics? And I'll happily do that, because from now till 1st of February also, if you see, we have how many weeks? We have essentially 2 more weekends, meaning 4 classes. So we can certainly pick up 4 topics. Yeah. So everybody has that opportunity to pick up a topic that you would want me to cover before we start the whole cycle all over again. Okay. So today we are going to talk about inequalities. Now, inequalities, when you say, what does it mean? How do we interpret? When I have an equal to sign, let's say if I have an equation 4x plus 3y equal to 8, what does it mean? That some value of x, Yadichita.
Your video is like kind of blurry.
Is it blurry for everybody, or it's only for Dikshita? Let me make it a little closer. Is it better? Slightly better?
Sorry, it's still like that.
Okay.
It's not blurry for me.
Okay. Is it better for everybody? Is everybody able to see the screen fine?
Yeah.
Okay, then probably Dikshita, it might be a problem at your end. You might want to disconnect and join back again. It should fix the problem. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Let her join, then we'll resume. Okay. Dikshita, can you see it better now?
Yeah, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Then I was not to be blamed. All right. So coming back to this one, if I have an equation like this, 4x plus 3y equal to 8, or any equation for that matter, what does it mean to us? It means that some value of x and correspondingly some value of y When you add them together, you get this output. Okay, you get 8. So if I change x to, let's say, 20, so it becomes 20 into 4, 80. That means you'll have to reduce y to get an 8. Correct? If I make x equal to 0, then value of y will increase to get you 8. So net what it means is, there's a contract between x and y such that it says my value, let's say I am x and Gitesh is y. So there's a deal between me and Gitesh saying my value and Gitesh's value. So my value multiplied by 4 and 3 times the value of Gitesh adds up to 8. Here, Vic. Yeah. So this is the contract. Let's see if I increase my value. I and Gitesh agreed for this contract, for this equation. I increase my value to 500. Gitesh has no choice. His value has to come down, become negative, so that we get the same output. Yeah? That's what any contract, any equation means. There's a deal, there's an agreement. Yeah? Now what it means is, let's say if I have x equal to 1, if I have x equal to 1, then y will adjust its value to get an 8. Now if I put x equal to 1, let's see what will be the value of y. So this will be 4 into 1. So 3y will be equal to 8 minus 4. So y will be equal to 4 by 3. When I say x equal to 2, what becomes? It becomes 8. So 3y will be equal to 8 minus 4 into 2, 8. Y becomes 0. See, y change its value. If I make x equal to 5, what happens? This becomes 4 times 5, 20. So it will be 3y will be equal to 8 minus 20, which is minus 12. So y will be equal to minus 12 by 4, that's by 3, which is minus 4. So for every value of x, there is a corresponding value of y to get this output. Yeah. Now let's change the situation a little bit. We saw what happens to y when x is 0, when x is 1, when x is 2. Now let's change this equation a little bit. Now we are not talking about one value of y for every value of x. There could be multiple values, because it's not only equal to 8. Even 9 is an answer, even 10 is an answer, even 12 is an answer, even 5000 is an answer. So if x equal to, let's say, 5, that means I can have probably 1000 possible values of y. Let's say if x equal to 5, meaning 4 into 5 plus 3y is greater than 8. That means 3y is greater than 8 minus 20. 3y is greater than minus 12. So meaning y is greater than minus 12 by 3. So y is greater than minus 4. Now every y is greater than minus 4, meaning every value of y which is greater than minus 4 is a valid value. When you had equal to sign, you had only one answer for one value of y for every value of x, or vice versa. But when you are dealing with greater than sign, you have probably thousands, millions of possible answers. So that's the difference between equation and inequality. Equation always gives you an exact value. Inequality gives you all the possible answers for one value of x or y, whichever. Is it making sense so far? Is everybody with me? Okay. Gitesh, Sanvita, Vasundhara, Sanvi, everybody? Ashrit? Yeah? Okay, Shyam? Okay, fine. So, in this case, when you are dealing with something which is not equal to, this is called inequality. So, you are essentially talking about this scenario, you are talking about this scenario, and you are talking about greater than equal to, less than equal to scenario also. Meaning, when you have, oops, let me flip this guy and see what happens. This guy is not comfortable in this place. It is more used to being in the classroom. Okay. I'll have to use it little gently. That's what it means. So, when you have an equation like thing, but you don't have equal to sign, that is called inequality. Okay. So even the board has some what you call issues today. It's because of the cold. I'm not 100%, as you can make out from my voice also. Everybody is kind of falling sick. Stay safe. And the board also has fallen sick, it seems. So now, coming back to a point, what I was saying was, there are two scenarios that we deal with. Whenever we deal with equation or equation-like scenario, you talk about equations or you talk about inequalities. When you have something like, this is called equation. What it does is, when you try plotting it on a coordinate plane, it draws a straight line for you because it's called a linear equation. When you have something like this, 3x minus y is greater than 0, this doesn't plot a line. This forms a region for you where you will have you can have multiple answers. So here, a linear equation plots a straight line for you, and every point on the line satisfies this condition or contract. When you're talking about inequality, which is greater than 0 or less than 0 or greater than equal to 0, meaning you're talking about multiple answers, multiple solutions, it forms a range. It could be this, everything below this line or everything above this line. That is what it means by inequality. Conceptually, are you guys clear with whatever I said so far? Everybody? Everybody? Okay. Sriyam, Vasundhara, Ashrit. Okay. See, some of the kids are not well, and that's why we have less kids in the class today. Pranav, clear? B1? Okay. Myra is clear as well? Okay. Now, how do we plot a line on a coordinate plane? Very simple. Everybody knows it. You guys have done it 100 times. Let's try doing it one more time. If I have 3x minus y equal to 0 as an equation, how do we plot it? Very simple. To plot a line, I need 2 points, x and, so let's say find out x and y values. When x is 0, y is also 0. Done. When x is, let's say, 1, so this becomes, y becomes 3. Now I have 2 points, 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is my 1 point, 0 and 0. The second point is 1 and 3. So 1, x is 1, y is 3. This becomes my line. Now, Lokshita.
Hello?
Yeah, no, I was saying Lokshita. Lokshita has joined just now, so I was just checking. Okay.
It's just like my computer glitched for some time, so that's why I said.
Okay. So, Lokshita, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So basically we are trying to talk about inequality, which is different from an equation. This is an equation when you have an equal to sign, okay? When I don't have an equal to sign, when I have greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to sign, that is when it is called inequality. So even if you have missed the class for initial few minutes, you'll be able to catch up. Don't worry about it. So right now I'm saying I have a linear equation How do I plot it on a graph paper? I have my coordinate plane. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. With this equation, I found a couple of points. When I put x equal to 0, I got value of y as 0. When I put x equal to 1, I got value of y as 3. I got 2 points, I connected them. This became my line with this linear equation. Now, if I change this to greater than 0, okay, now this equation converted to an inequality. So my line, which was like this straight line, solid line, this becomes a dotted line. Okay, this just becomes a reference frame for me. It just tells, okay, so this is probably above this or below this. Now, which one is correct? We'll figure it out. Now, when I have 3x minus y is greater than 0, meaning take a value of x, multiply that by 3, subtract the value of y, that should be greater than 0. If I, let's say, pick up a point here, let's say pick this point, 2 and 1, x is 2, y is 1. If I pick this point and put it here, what is my value of this? 3 into x is 2, 6 minus y is 1 is greater than 0. Is this correct? 5 is greater than 0, right? Yeah? So that means any point which is below this is actually correct. So probably we are talking about this region, except this line. So since it says it has to be greater than 0, meaning on this point it will be equal to 0. We don't want that equal to 0 thing. We want it to be greater than 0. Now pick up another point. Let's say we pick 2 and 1. Let's pick up this point, which is 1, 2, 3, and let's pick up this point, which is 3 and 3 as well. So x equal to 3 and y equal to 3. If our understanding is correct, meaning this is falling behind this line by picking first point, this point also should satisfy this condition. Now our value is x equal to 3, y equal to 3. Put it here. When you put x equal to 3, what do you get? 3 times 3 minus y value is also 3. This is 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 equal to 6. Is this greater than 0? Yeah? That means all these points below this line is satisfying this inequality, excluding this line, okay? No, you will not pick any point on this line. Now, if you want to double confirm this, pick up a point which is above this line, So let's pick this point. This point is x is 0 because it's on the y-axis and y is 3. Let's put this value here. Let's put x equal to 0. So 3 into 0 minus y is 3. How much is this? 0 minus 3, which is equal to minus 3. Is this greater than 0? No. That means you found out that anything below this line satisfies this condition. Anything above this line doesn't. So you had an inequality situation. Let's say tomorrow somebody says, so what we did was we took an equation and then we converted that to inequality, and then we were able to find out which zone we are talking about. Are you guys clear about what I've said so far? But in real life scenario, if you have to plot an inequality, meaning somebody says plot 4x minus 3 less than 5. If you have to plot this, what we did, we took an equation and then we plotted it and then we changed that to inequality. I'm saying I have an inequality to plot. What I will do is, I will just convert this into an equation first. Convert this into an equation so that I find out the line which decides below or above. Okay?
Okay.
Now I have this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here 4x minus 4x minus y. Okay, 4x minus y equal to minus 1 is less than 5. So we converted this equation to inequality into equation first so that we can find out the line, which will be my decider to find out whether it's below this or above this. So as soon as I converted this into equation, now I have an equation. Let's try plotting this line with this equation. This is x, this is y. If I put x equal to 0, what happens? It becomes, y becomes minus 5. Right? This is 0, minus y equal to 5, so y equal to minus 5. If I put x equal to 1, it becomes 4 into 1 minus y equal to 5. 4 minus y equal to 5. So y equal to 4 minus 5, which is minus 1. So we got to another point also. 0 and minus 5, 1 and minus 5. 1 and minus 1. So 0, x is 0, y is minus 5. So we are talking about somewhere at this point. 0 and minus 5. And then 1 and minus 1. So when this is 1, x is 1, y is minus 1. So this is my second point. I will join these two and that becomes my line with this equation. But we have to plot for this guy, meaning less than 5. Now we don't know whether it's above this or below this. Let's find it out. What we'll do first is, let's pick up a point here. Let's pick this point, 3 and 0. This is 3 and 0. When x is 3, y is 0. Put this value here. So 4 into 3, in this equation, 4 into 3 minus 0 is less than 5. Is this correct? 4 into 3 is 12 minus 0. 12 minus 0 is less than 5. 12 is not less than 5. That means any point below this line doesn't seem to be correct. So essentially we are saying that this inequality says that this is the region for all the points above this line is going to follow this condition. Okay. Now you pick another point. Let's pick up 5 and 0. Put 5, x, 5, this one, 0 and 5. This is 0 and 5. Put x equal to 0 and y equal to 5. 4 into 0 minus 5. This is 5 minus y is 5. Is this less than 5? This becomes minus 5. Minus 5 is less than 5, correct? So any point above this line seems to be correct. If you want to double confirm that, you can pick any other point also above this line and figure it out. Yeah? So that's how you deal with inequalities. Okay? Now, what I told you guys was, when you draw a line, you will exclude this line because this line is for equal to. So if this is case, I'm talking about above scenario. If this was not the case, we were talking about the below scenario. So anyways, we found that this is the region above this line.
I can't hear you.
Can everybody else hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then Gitesh, it could be a problem at your end. You might have to disconnect and join back again. Okay? Let me type it for you.
Here you know.
Drop and join again, Gitesh. Everyone can hear me okay? Okay? Alright, so here I said that you convert an inequality to an equation, then plot the line, and that should be a dotted line. So what we are trying to say is, be it above this line or below this line, that is what the region would be based on how we calculate or find it out. But this line is not included, this line is excluded. So any point on this line will give you equal to, which we don't want. Okay, so this is excluded. So you can have, if you have an equality like this, less than equal to, then this line is included. Okay, or greater than equal to, then this line is also included. But if there is no equal to, this line is not included. So one line interpretation from this would be, if you have an equal to, your line is included. If you don't have an equal to, line is out of equation. Yeah. So that is, yeah. Can you hear me okay now, Gitesh?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so basically this is the crux of what we know or what we need to know about inequality. Again, I'll repeat myself really in 5 minutes, and then we'll see if there's any other questions still. So if you ever have a question on inequality, let's say 4x minus 3y, why 4x always? 2x minus 3y equal to is greater than equal to 5. If this is the case, first thing first, we'll convert this into an equation. 2x minus 3y equal to 5, and find out the x and y value, whatever it is, okay? And then use these points, the 2 points that you get, join them, that becomes a line. Since it is greater than equal to, that means this line is also included. You don't have to convert this into a dotted line. This line is fine being a solid line. Now you have to find out whether it's the above one or the below one. So you can just pick up any value here. Let's say you pick this value. This is greater than equal to, right? So let's pick this one. 1, 2, 2 and 0, 2 and 0. If I put 2 and 0 here, 2 times 2 is 4, minus 3 into 0. So 4 is greater than equal to 5. 4 is greater than equal to 5. Doesn't seem to be correct. That means anything below this line is not correct. So we are essentially talking about this one. And you can always do a proof check from your side by randomly picking any point, okay? And making sure that that satisfies this condition. If it does, you're good. If it doesn't, then you know that we did something wrong with respect to interpreting it. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Deekshita, are you clear with that?
Isn't the inequalities like the graph supposed to be like only one line, like the negatives and positives one side?
No, so inequality, see, you're talking about inequality, okay? When you are talking about equal to, when you're talking about a simple equation, this gives you one line, where every point on this line satisfies this condition. As soon as you say greater than 5, that means any value that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 100, everything is true because it's greater than, right? If I say, see, it's as simple as that. If I say my age is 48 years, okay? Then you know that my age is 48 years. If I say my age is more than 45 years, then you can think of hundreds of solutions, right? You can think, okay, maybe I'm 45 and a half, maybe I'm 45 years and 3 months, maybe I'm 46 years, maybe I'm 46 and a half, maybe 47, maybe 49, maybe 55, right? You will go on guessing. And everything is correct because I said it's more than 45. So any number that you give above 45 is correct. So that's why inequality ends up being a region of multiple options. Wherein in case of equal to, it's a pinpointed answer. Saying, okay, this point or this point or this point. In case of inequality, you give a region. In case of equation, you give a collection of points. Say, okay, fine. If x is this, and y will be this much. In case of inequality, what will happen is, if x equal to 2, y could be 3, y could be 4, y could be 6, y could be 8 also. So x and y combination is fixed in case of equation. X and y combination could vary in case of a, I mean, for the same value of x, there could be multiple values of y. Let's say if you look at 2 here. If I say x equal to 2, you can have y equal to this, straight line. Thousands of lines, thousands of points. Even if you say x equal to 3, when x equal to 3, you're talking about, again, infinite number of points that could be possibly satisfying this condition. Yeah? Make sense?
Yes, sir. But for the inequalities, like the graphing, I don't in my math textbook, it says like it should like be only one line, like one like horizontal, like only negative side and the positive side.
No, that will not be the case. So see, there's nothing that I am cooking up from my side. What I'm giving you is an example, right? I had an inequality, I converted that to equation, plotted a line. Now what we are seeing is, there are multiple points that is satisfying that condition. How do you select multiple points? This point will satisfy, this point will satisfy. Let's say if it is this above one is satisfying this condition, that means this could satisfy, 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 this could satisfy. If I join all of these, what exactly it is becoming? It's becoming a region, not a straight line. Correct? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So basically, you are literally drawing a sketch when you talk about inequality. When you're talking about equation, you're just drawing a straight line. So if you want to talk in geometry terms, you'll say equality gives you, or equation gives you a straight line. Inequality probably gives you a surface area. Yeah? Alright? So that is on inequality. Now we have till 30 more minutes. I want to know, in the beginning of the class I was telling this to everybody that we have 4 more classes to go before we hit February first week. And my plan is to start the second iteration of the entire syllabus for level 2, which includes all the concepts that you guys need to know from 6th to 8th grade, that will cover all afresh from first week of February. That essentially means we have only 3 more classes after today's class, where you guys can choose and give me a topic. Say, okay, fine, can you teach this topic before you start your second iteration? Okay, and that topic, hands down, let me complete. If you know the question, then you'll be able to give me the right answer. If you try answering without knowing the question, your question will be like an inequality, not a straight line. Okay, all right. So what I'm saying is, in next 3 classes, send me the topics that you would want to cover, and in next 3 classes only. Okay, and again, one child will have only one topic that I can give weightage. It cannot be one person gives me a paragraph of topics which covers the entire syllabus, and that is outside level 2. It has to be within level 2 syllabus also. So give me that you would want to cover ahead of time. Otherwise, it will anyways be covered as part of the second iteration for sure. Yes, Arav.
Oh, never mind. I already get one question.
How about you, Advik?
So when February hits, we're gonna restart?
Restart as in, it's going to be a recap of what we have done so far, or completely covering the entire syllabus for level 2. Because some of you joined in between, some of you took a break, some of you started late. So before you guys go for your final exam, I have to make sure that everybody has gone through the entire syllabus of concepts for level 2 before you guys go and hit your exam schedule. So that's the reason why I'm going to, it's like a revision of the entire syllabus for level 2. Yes. Were you able to follow that, Advik? So things that you guys have learned, understood, or you think that you have understood, if there's any opportunity to kind of reinforce something, we'll get to know and we'll fix that so that you guys go better prepared for your STAR test, for your class test, whatever it is. Yeah, Advik. Yeah, Arav.
Will the restart of the course, will that also include STAR prep or the level 2?
So see, STAR is not coming from the sky. It is part of your syllabus, right? So whatever you need to know as part of 6th grade or 7th grade or 8th grade, that is already covered in the syllabus that I am going to cover. So that means you'll be prepared for your STAR test. Let's say if you're in 6th grade, you'll be prepared for your STAR test for 6th, 7th and 8th grade as well. Don't worry about it. Yeah? But we have to just make sure that we go through all the topics from beginning, and things that are easy and straightforward, you guys have to interact a little more with me, meaning in the class you have to tell me very clearly if there's something that I'm assuming that you guys know it because it's easy, and if you don't, Don't be shy. Just tell that, okay, no sir, I don't think I have covered this one, or I remember this concept, so that I can cover that in depth. Otherwise, I will go through each and every topic one by one. I'll give you guys some problems. I will explain some of the basic concepts and just keep skimming through it, just to make sure that we are not going very slow, neither we are skipping any of the concepts. But in case if you kind of face any difficulty with any particular concept that we teach on a day, that I teach on a day, let me know, so that I can pace it up or pace it down, to make sure everybody is on the same page. Yep. All right. So between now and next class, which is on next Saturday, I would request you guys to send me one topic of your choice. Okay. And reaching out to your parents, saying that, okay, this topic can send to teacher. Now let's say in this class we have 12 to 14 kids, right? If I get one topic from each of you, that makes it maybe 14 or 16 topics, which we'll not be able to cover. So then I will prioritize among those 16 topics and see which are the real relevant ones, and then I'll pick those. But don't hesitate to send. Yeah, Gitesh.
Sir, you're all blurry and like glitchy, and I can't hear you, and it's like just like for like.
So that means it's a time for you to upgrade your internet.
Actually, that's happening to me too.
Yeah, it is. It's glitchy.
Yeah, it's happening to me too.
Everybody. Okay, then it's time for me
Who's the
to.
one who needs internet connection now?
It's better now?
Or I think you might need a new MacBook.
Is it now? Is it okay now?
No, it's
No.
Okay. Let me join back again. Okay. Stay in the class. I'll join back in 2 minutes. In a minute. Can you guys hear me okay now? Can you guys hear me okay now? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I was saying was, everybody send me one topic before next Saturday. I'm assuming that not everybody will send, but even if 50% of you send, I'll get 7-8 topics that I will teach in next 3 classes. Okay? So with that being said, I will let you guys go a little bit early today, okay? I'm not really feeling 100%. It's a 40-minute class today because I just need to take care of myself. Something is not right. I will not disclose you what the problem is, but there is a problem, which I cannot tell on a recorded line, okay? So we'll connect again next Saturday, but before that send me a topic, okay? Otherwise,
Okay.
be prepared to
Yes, sir.
deal with my topics, my selection of topics, okay? What is this one? No, just typing it here doesn't go anywhere, Arav. You have to send me in WhatsApp, because whatever is sent in a text message, that is not stored anywhere. So I'm very good at forgetting things. Okay? Send me in text message, in a WhatsApp. Alright? Yeah? Ashrit. Okay. Garima joined pretty late just now. So Garima, I'm wrapping up the class actually because I'm not well. So we covered inequality today, which you would have missed. So I would request you to watch the video of the class just to do a revision, and also what I told the kids is that select one topic that you think you would want to brush up before end of February and send it to me, so that I can teach that before end of February. from first before end of January, from February I will start the whole entire syllabus afresh from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I know you guys have Monday also off, so have fun. And no point doing so much of chat. It is a math class. This is not a social media platform. Okay. All right. Take care and see you guys next Saturday. Wait for the assignment. Yep. All right. Take
Bye,
care.
sir.
All right. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.
Okay, but
Bye bye. Bye bye.